coming in first, since she is currently in 8th place. I think that could change. She could mix that up real quick. She's got work to do.
I think we are going to see a lot of skating on that big rail in this best trick section. That's where the points are coming. It's in that and the gap to rail. Candy definitely going to skate the rail. Nice! Feeble on the gap to rail. She put her hands down. A lot more than just a touch, though. She's going to get a score, but it's not going to be super high.
Barely higher than a total fall. And sometimes, if you put enough weight on your hands, it is just counted as a fall.
Yeah. All right, Alexis Sablone. First attempt.
In.
Making her way across the court at that long rail. Oh! Ooh, that was terrible. She basically just went down, caught a leg, and then went right to her head. Whew. I'm glad she's up and moving.
Yeah, I hope she's okay. So, Candy Jacobs did get, well, the score's not showing up yet. Alexis gets a 0.
Candy gets a 2.0.
Candy gets a 2.0. All right, Gabriella Mazzetto on deck, coming in 7th place. Needs a 4.6 to take the lead.
Oh, caught on the feeble. She wasn't able to get her truck on, and then her wheel caught in that last bar. Taking it to a shoulder. I'm wondering if there's just so much pressure on everyone right now. I mean, this is the World Championship here in Brazil. I can't even fathom it. And the crowd is unbelievable right now.
Yumika, 6th place, a 4.4, puts her in the lead. Going for the front blunt, which she's the only woman to step to that rail with a front blunt all week. Like to see that go down.
Man, this really opens a door for Pamela and Raissa right now. So we'll see where Pamela goes with this. First attempt. Whoa! Really risking it with the Smith grunt. She easily could have gone frontside lip slide down the rail and gotten a decent score, but she was like, no. Raissa is all the way up there in first with an 8. I need to step to it. Look at this. Gap to front Smith. All the weight on that back foot. That's super risky on a square rail. Everything has to be perfect. Super dipped. Man, Pamela is looking really solid out here tonight.
4.1 gives her the lead. 5.1 on the board for Pamela Rosa on best trick attempt number 1. That's exactly what we were talking about earlier. She answered Raissa's run score with 1 trick. Auri is in. Crooked grind.
Nails the crooked grind on the big rail. She definitely needed that. So she needs a 3.7 to get up into first place right now. Here's another look. All the weight on that front truck. Heading down the rail. She almost pops out a little bit early. There's so much control. Another look.
Beautiful.
That's a pretty steep rail. That's one of the steeper rails we've seen here this year at SLS.
5.7 for Aori Nishimura.
Puts her up into the lead now with an 11.2.
Now, once again, until all skaters have 4 scores on the board, this leaderboard can jump around all day long.
Oh,
Mariah
putting it down.
Front board.
Yes, so stoked she got the front board right there. Now, front board's not going to score as high as a crooked grind, but it's going to get some good points. She's right now in 4th with a 5.9. Needs a 5.4 to get up into first.
She's had a great week. Best finish ever, 3rd place for Mariah.
And a 2.8 gets her into 3rd right now with an 8.7. But Raissa's going to have something to say about that. She was youngest skater in the competition.
In the lead after her 2 runs.
She needs a 3-3 to get up in the top spot right now.
That's easy for her.
Oh, she does the crooked grind.
That was
taking
a solid crooked grind.
A page out of Aori's book.
Aori got the 5.7. So we know it's going to be in that range because they were both done flawlessly.
Here's another look. She actually held on to it a little bit longer, didn't pop out the same way, but so much control nonetheless. Look at that.
She really got on top of that rail.
You know what? She just had a different pop. She sort of leveled it out straight towards the end. This is going to be a good score for Raiza.
5.7.
All right, now she's moving up into the top again. 13.7, 2.5 points ahead of Aori Nishimura. That is a huge gap.
It really is. But Aori can make it up unless Raiza keeps raising the bar.
Yes.
Back to the top of the order. Candy Jacobs. She's in 5th place. She has work to do, a lot of it. She's going to start right here. Front Smith.
There we go.
Nice.
Front Smith.
How does a front Smith compare points-wise, in your opinion, to a crooked grind?
It's probably going to be a little bit less. Crooked grind's just so dangerous to get on. I mean, the thing is, though, front Smith's really tough, too, because there you go, all the weight on the back foot. There's a lot of slide-out factor.
Probably easier to lock into a Smith grind.
Yeah.
You can lock it in.
It's easier to hold for a longer period of time. And with a 12-stair rail, I would say a Smith grind's easier than your crooked grind. But see where the judges go. 4.6, a good score.
You have been right all week long, Andrew. What you say is bomb.
All right, we'll see what happens here with Alexis. We had that really unfortunate fall on the first one. Oh! She hung on. That was insane. Her back truck was totally over the top. Oh, man.
How much is that going to affect the score?
I think they're still going to give her a decent score. Here's another look. Oh, wow.
It deserves a big score because it's still a highly technical and risky move, even though it was far from perfect.
She caught that with her back toes.
But she rode out of it surprisingly clean, considering.
She could, I mean, with how much wax is on top of there, too, she could have gotten smoked so easily. 6.1. Man, the judges giving her a good score right there. And that is huge. Look at that. Alexis now in 3rd place with a 9.6. And still 3 attempts to go.
What a comeback after taking that head
That
smash.
was a serious slam. All right, Gabby Mazzetto. Attempt number 2. Oh, no!
That was such a good-looking backside
That was
Smith
very
grind.
cool. Very cool.
Fully dipped. She straightened out that front foot, and it looked solid until it touched down.
It's going to put a lot of pressure on Gabby. Next in, Yumika, who had the fall in the first front blunt. Switching it up. Oh! Going for the crooked grind.
Now we talked about the crooked grind versus the front Smith. Sometimes it's hard to lock into the crooked grind. She got rejected and paid the price.
We never want to see anyone fall, but that right there really paints the picture of how difficult and what the risk factor is on trying a crooked grind down that rail.
I mean, a crooked grind is generally an easy trick, but when the risk is there, all of a sudden it's a hard trick. But Pamela answers with the gap out.
So that one's going to be different because, you know, we saw in that preview earlier, Nyjah talks about it a lot, and he says, you know, that rail, it's not super hard to get on, but man, when you're on it, it's so tall. Look at how big that thing is to come off. Locking in on the front truck. You don't even see the top of it when the camera goes down. It's
because
that
it's
tall.
up in the clouds. That thing is massive. Shoulder height.
9.1 right now. She needs a 4.7 to hop into that top spot. Is it going to be enough?
It's
6.
enough.
Yes. Oh, man, this is going to be awesome right here. So 15.1. The bar is now raised again.
Now, Aori Nishimura finds herself in 3rd place. She's going to put her 4th score on the board right here. If she can put this trick down.
Oh,
Backside
man.
lift with a hand touch.
Not much of a hand touch, though. Not much. I'm super surprised she rolled away. Just if we take a look at that replay, it's just the way that she landed. She didn't land totally straight.
I think that's really going to affect that score.
Let's have another look. So here we go. Everything's going correctly. Ollieing over the rail, all the way around. I don't think it was much. As far as hand touches are concerned, that was like a little patty cake. She's giving the ground a high 5.
Low 5. Let's see.
Very low 5. All right, she needs a 4 even to get up into the top spot.
6.2. You're right, Andrew. Doesn't seem to be much of a deduction.
It just wasn't much. Yeah, I don't think that was a make or break. All right, Mariah Duran now down in 5th place with an 8.7. She needs an 8.8 to get in the top spot. 3 scores on the board. Coming at the big rail.
Frontside feeble grind. She is going for broke on the front feeble, and we know that would be a huge score, but not this time.
Now, front feeble, so much sketchier than the backside. We saw Candy slide out on the backside, but the front side, it locks you up and you're going blindside, so you can easily slam right under your back. We don't want to see it.
Coming in, Huesa in 3rd place. Needs a 3.8 or better. That just means she needs to land on her skateboard, and she'll take the lead. Because you know she's going to be doing a hard trick.
It's the level of tricks.
There you go. Look at that landing.
All right. So Aori got a 6.2 on her back lip. Man, if this continues, Haisa is going to run away with this contest. Look at that. Back lip all the way back out to straight. So amazing. Jeez. The level of skill is so high. 6.4. And they're giving her a better score because she rolled away better. No hand on the ground, and she turned her wheels all the way out straight. So now she is in the top spot with a 20.1.
Wow.
4 scores on the board, and she has a 3 even to drop.
A 20.1 overall score. Oisa Leal, followed by Ori Nishimura, Pamela Rosa, and Alexis Sablone, your top 4 skaters here in the Women's Super Crown Final from Sao Paulo. Best tricks, 3 when we return.
It's back. It's the 5th annual Trick of the Year. Don't act like you guys don't know what to do. Just upload those tricks and hashtag it Trick of the Year. Same as it always is. Oh yeah, in 1st place gets 10 G's, baby. This shit'll change your life.
SLS Trick of the Year is back, where SLS turns the spotlight around on the streets, showcasing those doing it the most, and also the most stylish, the most creative, and the most Having the most fun, the stakes are high with tricks going down, getting posted to SLS Trick of the Year Instagram every day, and skaters all over vying for the grand prize. People's Champ Award presented by Tech Deck. Follow at Trick of the Year for more. And we are back inside the arena in São Paulo, Brazil for the Women's Super Crown Final. The crowd is getting what they came for. Women putting it down. So far, 2 runs in the books, 2 best trick attempts over and out, and now it's coming down to the last 3 tries.
We have seen some incredible skating so far. The bar is continuing to be raised. We're going to take it back. Candy Jacobs for her 3rd attempt in the best trick section.
So Candy Jacobs in 6th place. And it's coming down to this. She's going to have to start making hammers.
She's got 3 tries left, though. We saw her fall on that first attempt. She came in with the Smith grind. Oh, where's she going on this one? Look at that front tail.
Wow.
Big spin.
That was a surprise, taking a risk.
That was really, really well done.
Anytime you do a trick out of a ledge trick, there's not a lot of time to adjust. You fling the board and hope it's under you when you put your feet down, and in this case, it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, really, really well done. Here's another look. Ollieing up, all in the tail. And look at that, even landing in the bank. No clipping on that.
5.7, solid score for Candy Jacobs.
Candy now up in 4th place.
She needed that score. It takes a lot of pressure off her last 2 tries. Alexis Sablone coming back in.
Oh, trying to
flip.
go for the kickflip down the 12. That's a big set.
That is a massive kickflip and would be good for a huge score. It's going to have to wait for Alexis Sablone. Gabriella on deck. She's in 8th place. 2 falls in a row. She's going to want to put a trick down here right now.
Going for the hubba. Is she going to try the backsmith again? She does, and she makes it flawlessly.
That's the way to do a backsmith. So that's good news for Gabriella. She's got that score, and that leaves her 2 more tries to try to drop one of her low run scores. Backsmith on the hubba. Beautifully done. 4.7, solid score. Moves her up only 1 spot.
Next in, Yumika with 2 falls. She needs to make these next 3. Looks like she's going back for the front blunt, and she makes it.
There it is.
So awesome. I love that perseverance.
She really transfers over into a backside tail slide.
Here's another look. Getting it all in there, turning the body.
Almost grinding down the edge of the bank.
Right there. Look at that style. That's so much weight on the back foot, helping to guide it through the front blunt.
You see the relief. As soon as she knew, she made that trick.
5 even. Now, it's not over for her. If she was able to put 2 more 5s on the board, she could get up into that in contention for podium right now.
Right. That was only her 3rd score posted. So Pamela Rosa is in. Backside lip slide.
Making it. She needs a 6.3. We've seen the scores at 6.2 and 6.4. I actually think a 6.3 is very appropriate for that. The judges will probably give her a better score than we saw for Aori, because look at this. She landed it perfectly, but it's not the first one we've seen, so they might give her around that 6.3 mark. Because they do like to see originality. They do like to see you doing something that's different than everyone else.
Needs the
Is it gonna be
6.3 for first. It very well could be. Just
6.3.
enough.
Look at that.
Perfectly called, Andrew.
20.2. Now in the top spot, Raisa pushed down into second, but Raisa has a 3 that she's trying to drop. Ori Nishimura back in. Her lowest score at 2.6.
A 5-high puts her in the lead. Frontside nose grind down the handrail.
That's going to be big. That's going to be big. I'm going to say that's higher than a crooked grind. I don't think anyone else is going to be doing that in this contest.
Take
all right, so ollieing over, getting all that weight on the front foot. She could not have locked into that any better.
Look at the focus on the ride up, and then boom.
Jeez.
Locks it up, rides it out.
Yes, and that is why she is a world champion.
5-5 gives her the lead, a 6-8.
Aori now up in the top spot, 21.6. But we still have some skaters to go.
So many changes in the #1 spot here. It's going to come down to last tricks. Mariah Duran, she's in 6th place. A 4-7 only moves her up to 4th. She's going to want a higher score than that. She's going to get it with the front feeble.
Absolutely. Perfectly done.
Let's talk front feeble versus front nose grind. Difficulty level, risk factor, points.
Those are both super sketchy. Take a look at that. Pointed with the front foot, almost all of the weight on the back. I think they're pretty comparable. There's a lot of risk in both of them.
6.8, exact same score as Aori got for the frontside nose grind.
That's great for Mariah. Now up into 4th place. She's getting closer to that top 3. All right, Kaisa, this one is huge for her. Her lowest score is a 3 even. She needs a 4.6 to get up into 1st. But when we're looking at these other scores, it's very possible. What has she got for us?
Backsmith!
It is on. She is definitely cruising up into the top spot. She looks like she's hardly breaking a sweat out there.
So a 4.6 is all she needs to move into the lead. We saw 6.8s for a front feeble and a frontside nose grind, and she just dropped a backside Smith grind.
Look at that angle that she's coming in at, too. Perfectly done. I love the way that her front foot kind of scoops back into the middle of the board,
and she
to help
spent
control it.
A lot of time on that rail.
Wow. It's incredible how perfectly she lands everything. 7.2, now up in the top spot with a commanding lead, 24.3.
Again and again.
Kaisa Leo may do it here in Brazil.
Oof. With 2 best trick attempts left here in the Super Crown final. Things just got real. Candy Jacobs on deck. She's in 5th place. She needs big scores. She's trying to get rid of a 1 and then a 2. It could start right there with the backside 50-50.
She's doing it. Look, she may not be able to get in that top spot right now, but she can definitely make her way up the leaderboard. And it is so important with the Olympic points. There's another look at this backside 50-50. Getting in there. Locked in super nicely. I love how many rail tricks we're seeing here in the finals.
.9 for the back 50. Alexis Sablone back on deck, trying to put down her 2nd.
Coming in with some speed. Oh, the kickflip getting away from her.
Now, this comes back to what you were saying earlier. Once she makes that choice, she's all in. She's going for the kickflip. She's not going to compromise, and that's what you're seeing.
She knows where she's at Olympic points-wise, so now it's just a matter of she wants to either win or go down fighting. All right, Gabby Mazzetto is in 8th right now. She's got an 8.2. She still has to post her 4th score. Is this going to be it right here? Coming in front side, and a front side feeble on the rail.
Mariah Duran did the front feeble on the rail and walked out with a 6.8. Gabby's was very similar, perfectly done. You got to assume it's going to be in the same range.
I am shocked we're seeing multiple frontside feebles, back Smiths. This is awesome. She needs an 8.1. 6.7 though, moves her up the leaderboard into 6th place with a 14.9. And now she's got one more attempt to drop that 1.2.
Yeah, at this point, a lot of these skaters are really just trying to make podium because Oisa and Aori are so far off.
Oh! Yumika going in right there on the kickflip. People are taking slams in this final.
Look at this, top 3 skaters are in the 20s. Skater number 4, Candy Jacobs, down with a 16.2, way far out of it.
All right, Pamela, this is gonna be huge for her. Right now, she's dropping a 2.8. She needs a 7 even to get into first. That is a serious score. We've only seen one 7.2, and that was on the back Smith. Pamela looks like she is setting up for something huge right now. Everyone clearing out of the way. All right, she's cleared to go. What is it gonna be? Coming in with a ton of speed. Oh! Gap to front flip!
Wow!
First try!
Pamela Rosa doing it for Brazil in front of her home crowd.
She needed that so badly right now, and that could do it. We have not seen anyone in this women's competition skate that gap to rail. It is massive.
Okay.
Here is another look. Taken off, sailing over it. Perfectly on, and almost looked like she hit her back truck when she was coming off. Man, that was so much risk. She did tap her truck. Yes. She needed that so bad.
A 7 gives her the lead.
Is it gonna be enough? A
7.8.
7.8!
Pamela moves into the lead with 1 try left.
This is amazing right now.
Now, Ari Nishimura just got bumped down into 3rd place. A 6.6 will move her into the lead. She's only trying to drop a 2.9.
Oh, it looked like maybe she was going front feeble.
Ended up in the front board, and we already know that is not a good spot to be in.
No, it's going to put a lot of pressure on her. But if things remain where they are score-wise, there's potential for her to be able to get in there. Now, Haisa's going to have that.
Think about this. Auri needs a 6.6 to move into the lead with things as they are, and the front feeble is good for a 6.8. So she, once again, knows what she's doing. Mariah Duran on deck. She's in 5th. She needs an 8.8 to move onto the podium.
Oh, kickflip front board, so close. She's gonna have one more attempt. She has such a great kickflip.
All right, crowd favorite. Oisa Leal in next.
She needs a 6 to get up in that top spot. She's 0.9 points behind Pamela. I am so curious where she's gonna go with this. Oh! Trying to go for the front feeble.
So what you're seeing is everyone trying to use the strategy. They see the tricks that they can do that are getting points that they need, and they're bringing them.
But this, now, it is pressure cooker. We have one more attempt left. Raisa now in 2nd place, and Pamela Rosa up in the top spot.
Wow, it's all come down to the final trick. Somebody's skating out of here. World champion tonight. Who is it gonna be? Find out when we return right after this. True Skate is the official mobile game of Street League skateboarding. True Skate is free to download this weekend, and SLS course packs are on sale at 50% off. And we're back, and remember, follow at Trick of the Year on Instagram. SLS Trick of the Year People's Champ Award, taking new entries now at Trick of the Year. This is the Women's Super Crown Final. Andrew, it has been a wild ride so far. Leaderboard changes all night long. As things stand right this moment, Pamela Rosa up on top, followed by Oisa Leal and Aori Nishimura. Those are your top three.
We've got our 2 winners from this season and then our past world champ all up in those top 3 spots. But it is not over. We still got one more attempt left. And it is possible for both our 2nd and 3rd place skaters to make their way into the top spot.
Yeah, it's not going to be over until it is over because Oisa has the last say.
Candy needs a 7.5 to get into podium. Oh, going for that gap to front tail. That had potential. Unfortunately, unable to put it down, but Candy Jacobs with a great showing out there this season.
Alexis Sablone taking a hard fall earlier, making a great comeback. She's in 7th place. She's just trying to work her way up, put down one last great trick.
Oh, going for the kickflip backside 50-50 on the hubba. Great skating, though, from Alexis Sablone all weekend.
And a great effort there on that last trick and taking another slam. She's got heart.
All right, Gabby Mazzetto needs an 8.0 to get up into 3rd place. Right now with a 14.9. We saw the front feeble go down. What has she got? Oh, wow. Going for the backside 50-50. That was a solid attempt at making her way up the leaderboard.
Yumika Oda, 4th place. 8th place. She needs a 7.6 to get 4th place. That's a tall order, can be done. What's she gonna try here? Oh, she was going for it.
At 12 years old, though, amazing skating.
Yeah.
Okay, Pamela, our current leader, her lowest score is a 5.1. Right now, Kaisa and Aori can take her out with scores in the 6 range. She has to outdo that 5-1.
She can extend her lead and shut it down right now.
Will she, though?
No.
Unable to do it. That means Pamela is now going to have to sit idly by as she watches.
Door is open.
All the last attempts.
3 skaters left. Aori Nishimura, Mariah Duran, Oisa Leal.
All right.
2 of the skaters still to come have a shot at. Aori's one of them.
6.6 is what she's gonna need to make it. We've seen her stepping up her rail game. Where's she gonna take it? Going for the front feeble, unable to do it.
And she is not going to defend that World Championship title from 2018. We will have a new world champion, but who's it gonna be? Mariah Duran is on deck. She's in 5th. The best she can do is move into 3rd place with an 8.8.
Coming at the kickflip front board, and it slides out. That means with 1 skater left, our world champion is going to be Brazilian, but is it going to be Pamela Rosa, or is Raíssa Leal going to be able to outdo that 6 even and get herself into the top spot? We will find out now with this last attempt. The crowd is on their feet. Unable to make it happen on the front feeble, and our winner and world champion,
Pamela Rosa from Brazil. guided by number 2, Isa Liel. It almost looks like Huesa won the contest, but Pamela Rosa is the 2019 World Champion.
What a moment here in Brazil. The crowd is on their feet.
Wow. What a finish here at the Super Crown Final from São Paulo, Brazil. 2 Brazilians in the top 2 spots and your new world champion right there, Pamela Rosa.
Guys, we've been wasting our entire summer skating over this tiny cone.
Seriously, dude, this blows.
So what am I supposed to do about it?
I don't know, dude. Maybe get off your phone, stop playing that silly game. Maybe your mom can drive us somewhere. I don't know.
Silly, huh? Yo, dude, you got this, man. Check this out. This summer's gonna rule.
The World Skate SLS 2019 World Championship has been brought to you by Tech Deck, official partner of Street League Skateboarding.
Welcome back to São Paulo, Brazil for the 2019 World Skate SLS World Championship Super Crown Final, where we just saw Pamela Rosa from Brazil crowned the 2019